Everyone, now we are going to start the union concept. So what is union? Union is a special data type available in C that allows to store different data types in the same memory location. So in previous section, we have already discussed one user defined data type, that is structure, and what is the use of these types of user defined data types, or what is the use of a structure. Structure means by which we can store n number of data elements of different data types, right? How we are creating a structures? We are just using struct keyword. So what are the union? Union are similar to structures, and union is a special data type which is available in C that allow to store different data types in the same memory location. The line is the in same memory location. You can define union with many members, but only one member can contain a value at a given time. Means union are similar to structures, and the syntax to declare and define a union is almost means it is similar to the structure. The only difference in the terms of storage: in structure, each member has its own storage location, whereas all the members of union uses a single shared memory location. Means this is the syntax for structure: struct emp, and now you are just declaring number of variables. You can declare number of variables or data variables, variable 1 2 3, any number of variables, character x, float y. So what is the size of correct char type variable? Size is 1 byte, and for float size is 4 byte. And next line, E is the structure variable. At the time of declaring this structure variable, some memory is allocated for these data members, for these variables. At the time when you declare this structure variable E, at this time, some memory is allocated for the declared data members at some memory location. So like this, E is a structure variable, and E, just consider the starting address is 2046, and E is the internal pointer variable also, and E points to the 2046 memory location. So how many members we have declared? X and Y, two members. And how much memory X will allocate? Means X is of type character, so 1 byte. 1 byte, and float is of size 4 byte. Then total memory it will occupy 5 bytes in the memory location. So, and if we are just consider this union, same syntax like structure, union keyword we are using union employee. This is both are the user defined data types, open braces, character x, float y. Here also we are just declaring two data members, two variables. Mean, and E, same as structure, we are just declaring union variable E. At the time of declaration of this union variable, some memory is allocated for these data members. Okay, now E is a union variable, but the thing is, all the member of union uses a single shared memory location which is equal to the size of its largest data member. Means character, how much memory it will allocate? Only 1 byte. And float, 4 bytes. So means total 4 bytes will be allocated or allotted to all the members. All two members together, they will share only 4 bytes. So this implies that union can contain as many number of different type of members, but it cannot process all the members at the same time. One by one we can process. So because both the syntax are looking same, so what is the difference between structure and union? Whenever you are allocating memory, in case of a structure variable, all these elements will get independent memory, means at a time we can store all the elements, and at a time we can retrieve all the elements, all the n number of elements in case of structure. But we can process, but in case of union, all the elements share same memory location. Nothing but at a time all the elements we can't process, means we can store n number of elements but we cannot process all the elements at the same time. So if you see one example, you will get some more clarity. Like just union item, this is the name, this is user defined data type. We are just int m. This is the declaration part, how we will declare the union. So union keyword will use, and structures struct keyword is used. So this is the declaration part. When we are, you are just defining n number of elements, how much as many number of elements you can declare here, int m, float x, character s, and it1 is the union variable, just like structure variable. And for accessing a union member in C, we are just using dot operator, like in structure also. So union test int a, float b, character, these are the members. T is the union variable which is used to at the time of declaration of this, some memory is allocated for these already declared variables. At the time of variable declaration, some memory is allocated to the member variables a, b, c of type int, float, and character. And to access the member of union T, how can we access the union members? By using dot operator, T dot A, T dot B, T dot C. This is the accessing a union member in C. Now, just see one example here. Union item int a, float b, character c, int main, union item it. Here we are just declaring the variable. Okay, now this is the local variable, not global. So this is compile time initialization. It dot a, we are just assigning or initializing the value a with the value 12, B with the value 20.2, character is equals to Z. When we are printing, printf, this is the dot operator, means we are just copying the value, or we are just passing the value it dot a. When it read the value from this 12, it will print here, means we are using format specifier percentage d for the integer value, and for float we are using percentage f, the format specifier, and for character we can use percentage c. So just execute this program. What output we will get? Just now we are just executing this program, run. So in this case, what we are getting? We are just getting some random values for A and B, and C we are getting correct value for the last character. So in that case, union is used in early days when memory is at premium level. Of course, nowadays no one is using union concepts because it is occupy how much total memory? Just int a. In case of a structure, if we are considering about a structure, int a, how much? 2 bytes. Float 4. 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Total 7 for a structure. But in this case, how much memory we have to occupy for all the data members in case of union? Only 4 bytes. Total 4 byte will be used by this union variable for all the data members you have already declared. So whenever you are accessing A and B, it will lose the values for A and B because it will replay at the time of at the time of printing B, it will lose the value of A. At the time of printing character value, it will lose the value of B, means float B. So it will only print the value last value C. This is the updated one. So this is the actually disadvantage of the uh, this unions means. But why union is introduced? Structure is easy and flexible. Yes, it occupies much memory. So in today's scenario, union is not so practical. Union is used in early days when memory is at premium level. Of course, nowadays we are not using unions. So, because nowadays memory is cheap, so they are using structures only. If we are using union, all the variable we have declared and share the same memory location, we can define n number of variables, but we can use one variable at a time. How? We will see one example. You will get much more clarity on this. Okay. So if I am writing like this, union un, this is the union. I'm just defining a union, user defined data type. Un is the name, tag name. So now open braces, short a, variable declaration we are doing, short b, okay, means union. We have completed the definition part. Now main function. Next, union un variable. Okay, this var gets memory allocation. And this, what is this var? Var is the variable for this union un. Okay, now after declaring this variable, it will get memory allocation at some memory area. Means in next line, when var dot a, we are just initializing var dot a to value 10. Okay, now then printf this b, we are printing b value and we are already initialized a value to 10. So what it will print means percentage d backslash n. Okay, now var dot b, var dot b. So how much memory it will allocate for all the data members, short a, short b. So total 2 bytes only. Okay, total 2 bytes will be shared by all the data members, and a and b is pointing to the same location. So, and we are just declaring var dot a is equals to 10, means we are storing the value 10. Okay, now we want to retrieve the value var dot b. So b is also pointing to the same location. B will print 10 because A and B are sharing same memory location. And now at the time of var dot a is equals to 10, means we are storing the, at this memory location, we are storing the value of a that is equals to 10. But in printf condition, what we are going to retrieve, we are just retrieving var dot b, means whatever value is allocated or is holding by this memory location, which is pointed by union var member, var variable, sorry. So var dot b will print what value? It will print 10. Okay, in next line, when var dot b is equals to 20, now we are initializing the b variable or short b is equals to 20. So Again, printf a value. We want to retrieve a value now. A value means percentage d slash n. So what value we are going to retrieve? var dot a. So it will show 20 because it now the value is changed, means 10 value is replaced by b. And what is the value of b is now 20. In same memory location, if we are using same space and we want to put some other value, so because we have to remove the previous value, so what value it will print? 20 only it will give, and 10 value is already lost. 10 is replaced by 20, so it will give odd result. We should work with one element. We, in case of unions, we can work with only one element at a time, but in case of structure we can process n number of elements at a time. In case of union, we can define n number of elements, but the disadvantage is we can only process one value at a time. Okay, now what is the difference between structure and this union? Structure, both the syntax are same, both the variables we have declared the same, but the main difference is memory sharing. Means in case of structures, each member will get its own storage location. Means how much memory allocated according to the data type, it will hold that much memory. But in case of union, means all the member of union uses a single shared memory location, which is equal to the size of its largest data member. This is the main difference. So in this topic, we should stop here.